What's happening, everyone? We're back at it again today with breakfast burritos, of course. And we're gonna do something a little extra special today, extra spicy and a little elevated flavor as well. And I'm gonna start with some potatoes. I know a lot of people like to use hash browns, but that takes a little extra work, and I make a pretty mean fried potato anyway. I like to use a little bacon grease because bacon tastes good, of course. I usually don't add the onion until I've let the potatoes cook a little bit. That way the onion doesn't burn. Mix them all up and let it saute for about 15 or 20 minutes or so. Next, we're going to start with the verde salsa. A lot of extra heat today, a lot of good flavors, some onion, some serrano, habanero, tomatillos, of course. Just give them a good peel. They can be sticky, so give them a good rinse if you need to. Get them down on a cast iron skillet, or maybe even grill if you want to. One of the techniques I like to employ when I'm working with limited dishes is keeping the potatoes warm in the oven. So I'll throw them down on a piece of paper bag, toss them in the oven on very low. I typically use chorizo in the tube, but today I found this. The stuff in the tube is a bit sentimental, and I just can't help myself sometimes. Chorizo already has a lot of fat in it, so you don't need much. I just throw a little bit down and get it started. Make sure you take that paper off of there. You don't want to get that mixed up. Just break it up as best you can and cook it on medium-low because you really want to render that fat. Next, I'm going to do some chipotles. If you've never tried chipotles in adobo sauce, I highly recommend it. It's cheap, it's delicious, it's got a lot of great flavor and a decent amount of heat. So you just pull them out, chop them up, keep the seeds if you want it extra spicy. And when the fat begins to render like this, that's when you want to start to throw in onions and anything else that you want to put in here, because that will help fry the ingredients. Okay, when the tomatillos start to char and all the rest of the ingredients, you want to get them down into a blender. I got a lot of good ingredients going on in here. You want to throw in some cilantro, also some salt and pepper, a little bit of water. I'm going to throw in this can of hatch chilies too, extra hot hatch chilies. They'll throw a little extra heat, a little extra texture. Need some acid, like some lime. You can use white vinegar. I've got some apple cider vinegar here. Just give it a good shake. Make sure you mix it all up. And really just pulse this for about a minute or so until you get your desired consistency. Be careful when you take off the lid because it's full of hot pepper fumes and you don't want to mace yourself. So I'm going to give it a good taste before I chill it out a little bit. Drum roll. Oh man. Oh, fuck, that's hot. Yeah. Some hot shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But you know, it tastes really good. And it's not crazy burn your face off. But, you know, not for the faint-hearted. I'm going to store mine in a big jar and chill it out in the fridge before I use it. This isn't canning. I'm just going to throw on a lid. And then when the chorizo begins to brown, I like to toss in the eggs. A lot of people like to keep their eggs separate. I like to mix it in. I feel like it brings a lot of good flavor to the eggs, of course, but also absorbs a little bit of the greasiness that chorizo tends to be. Oh man, that looks good. Alright, now it's time for assembly, and I like to layer the cheese in between the potatoes and the egg mixture because that aids the melting factor, right? And then I'm going to top it all off with the spicy verde salsa. Don't neglect your proper rolling technique. It's very important for a couple of reasons. One, we're going to give this a spin in the skillet here, but I like to let these chill out for just a minute or two before I add them to the skillet, and then give them a little extra texture on each side. Not very long, maybe 30 seconds, probably at most. You can hear that nice texture. Listen to that. Excellent. All right, we're going to cut it in half for your benefit so you can see the middle. Voila! Extra spicy, tasty breakfast burrito. And is the jury in? How does it taste? Well, not bad. Okay. I like it.
Oh, that's really good. Oh, the smokiness, crunchy, cheesy, salty. Oh man. I'm having a love affair with this burrito.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you smash those buttons or do all the things that you're supposed to do when you say the things at the end of a YouTube video. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but thanks again for watching.